When people in the self-development world talk about systems, they are referring to the invisible routines, environments, and defaults that shape your behavior without needing your daily permission. A system is not a goal. A goal says, I want to read 20 books this year. A system says, I read 10 pages every night before I sleep because my book is already on my pillow. Systems are the behind the scenes architecture of your life, the things that gently push you forward on days you don't even feel like doing anything. They are the opposite of willpower because they reduce how often you must try, and psychologically, humans don't rise to the level of their goals. We fall to the level of our systems. So when a guru tells you to build systems, they are telling you to stop depending on hype and emotional highs and instead design a life where progress becomes the path of least resistance. Why systems work so well for personal growth? There are quite a number of reasons for this, and they include 1. Systems reduce reliance on motivation. Motivation is unreliable. Sometimes it is high, sometimes it is non existent. Systems work because they remove the need to feel like it. By embedding behaviors into routines, environments, and cues, systems make progress possible even on low energy days. The system itself is the driver, not your mood or your willpower. Number 2, system lower activation energy. Every task has a starting cost, which is the mental or physical effort required to begin. Systems are designed to minimize that cost. When the path to action is simple and obvious, behaviors happen naturally. Reducing friction ensures that consistent progress is easier than procrastination, which is why well-designed systems produce results without constant struggle. Number 3, systems create consistency over time. Growth doesn't come from isolated bursts of effort. It comes from repeated small actions compounded over time. Systems create the structure of this repetition. By consistently nudging you towards behaviors that matter, a system allows results to emerge organically rather than relying on sporadic motivation or intense effort. Number 4, systems make progress measurable and observable. A very good system produces feedback loops. Every repeated action creates signals about what works and what doesn't. By observing patterns in your own behavior, you can refine your habits and environment. This transparency makes growth tangible and shows you that change is happening even when results feel slow. Number 5, systems align your environment and identity. Systems work because they operate at multiple levels. They shape your environment, your routines, and your identity simultaneously. When your surroundings, your habits, and your intentions are aligned, personal development becomes less about effort and more about natural momentum. Systems don't just guide your behavior, they reinforce who you are becoming. So, in summary, systems work so well for personal development because they remove dependence on motivation, reduce friction to make action easier, build repetition for compounding growth, create observable feedback loop to refine progress, and they align your habits, your environment, and your identity for automatic development. So, how do you build a personal system that fits your life? The steps to follow are: number 1, clarify the person you want your system to support. Your system should reinforce the version of yourself you want to become. This isn't vague goal setting, it is about identifying the behaviors, priorities, and mindsets that this ideal self naturally exhibits. Think of it as a blueprint. Your system exists to make these behaviors automatic so that over time your identity aligns with your intentions. Number 2, understand your current reality. To create a system that works, you must start from where you actually are. Take stock of your routines, energy patterns, obstacles, and the habits you already have. This is about mapping your present landscape so that your system fits seamlessly into your life rather than forcing you into unrealistic routines. Step 1 sets the targets, step 2 shows the starting point, and together they define the bridge your system will create. Number 3, identify the core habits that drives your system. A functional system focuses on high leverage behaviors, not endless tasks. These are the actions that, when consistently executed, produce the most impact in shaping your desired identity. So selecting these core habits ensures your system is efficient, focused, and aligned with both your current reality and your target self. Each habit should clearly move you toward the version of yourself you outlined in step 1. Number 4, integrate new habits with existing patterns. Rather than forcing entirely new behaviors into your day, link them to routines that already happen naturally. This minimizes friction and mental resistance, allowing your new behaviors to become almost automatic. By piggybacking on what you already do, your system leverages existing structures in your life to create smooth, consistent progress. Number 5, align your environment to support the system. Your surroundings either reinforce or undermine your system. So design your environment so that desired actions are obvious and easy, while distractions or obstacles are minimized. The goal is to reduce reliance on willpower. Your system should function even when motivation is low. This step turns abstract habits into tangible, actionable realities. Number six, monitor, adjust, and refine your system. A personal system is never static. Regularly assess what is working, what feels forced, and where friction occurs. Use this insight to adjust routines, tweak habits, or streamline your environment. This keeps the system in harmony with both your evolving life circumstances and your growing capabilities. Now to the next part. How to know your system is working. A personal system is working when you notice the following things: that you don't rely on mood to get things done anymore. The good habits now feel normal. You feel less overwhelmed because life feels pre-organized. You lose less time to decision fatigue. Your days start to look predictable in a comforting way. You see small but steady progress in important areas like health, finances, relationships, spiritual life, creativity, and your discipline. A working system feels like a quiet engine that runs underneath your life. In conclusion, systems, not motivation, drive real growth. And this is what the personal development gurus are trying to tell you when they tell you to develop a system. And ironically, when you remove the pressure to feel motivated all the time, motivation shows up more often. You start to trust yourself, you start to build identity, you start to compound small wins. Systems are not fancy, they're not sexy, they're not the dramatic morning routines you see on YouTube. They are boring, repeatable structures, the ones responsible for almost every life transformation you admire. Build one, refine it, and let it carry you. And until next time, bye.